Right, hello people, hope you're all keeping very well. I am heading on my annual pilgrimage, my friends, to the Ploughing Championship in County Offaly today with my sister Mary over there, right? And I'm feeling very posh because I'm driving her car. It's a big Audi automatic. So I'm going down to the Ploughing Championship. It's the biggest outdoor agricultural event in the whole of Europe. It's a 3-day event that attracts over 300,000 people, right? So if you're into... Hi! That's my sister, right? So if you're into farm machinery and cows, or livestock should I say, and there's even a homemade brown bread competition, and the winner gets €5,000. Not bad. So if you're into agricultural stuff, right, stay tuned. And if you're not into agricultural stuff and tractors and cattle and ploughing and stuff, well then buzz off to somebody else's channel, right? See us all, people, down in Screggan in County Offaly beside the town of Tullamore. Take care, people. Right, people. Down here now in this is a place called Screggan, right? It's just west of the town of Tullamore in County Offaly. So I'm kind of in the Midlands here, and we're now here beside a Gaelic soccer pitch, and we after parking our car in a big field there, cornfield that was cut, and we're now going on these buses are going to bring us down to the Ploughing Championship, right? So stay tuned, my friends, okay? Okay. No seats, no. Yes, sir. Just getting on the bus. Right, people, so we're on the double-decker bus here with your sister.
Hi.
And my brother is down here as well with my nephews, so we'll meet up when we get down. Stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. Right, people, so we made it into the Ploughing Championship. Look at all these lovely cows, look. Hello. Kind of falling asleep there actually, isn't he? Gorgeous little calf, isn't it? Gorgeous. Look at Hoover, look Mark, look at Hoover. Look. Wow.
You can see the reef.
Look at this big bull here, look. What do you think of Mary?
He's huge.
Isn't he? Yeah. It's a big bull there, my friends. An Angus bull. How's it going? Hello.
Congratulations.
That young bull, my friends, has a great pair of lungs. They take it very seriously, like, you know, that's a competition there now for the best Aberdeen Angus bull, I think it is. Right, let's have a look, Pierce. More cows in here, my friends, so stay tuned if you're into the cows. Right, people, so in here is pure Frisian bulls, look. These are saying pure Frisian bulls. These are all young bulls. Excuse me, are they... How old are they?
They'll be coming to us.
Oh, okay, right. And have you won a competition for you?
They have.
They have, yeah.
We've breeding them since 1968.
Oh, okay. And where are you based?
We're based in Dunmanway in West Cork.
West Cork, okay.
That
Wow.
will be running a video on the phone.
Yeah. Is that okay?
I'd be delighted with it.
Okay,
I'd be delighted with it.
okay. So this man is a breeder of these bull cows here.
Breeding bulls.
Breeding bulls, right? And they're called Frisians.
Two British reasons.
And you're from where?
Tlough Manway in West Cork.
In West Cork.
Yeah.
Okay. And they've won competitions.
They have.
These ones
They
here.
have.
Okay. Listen, thanks a million, right?
No problem.
Okay.
Enjoy your day.
Okay, same to you. There you go, people. My first interview at the Ploughing Championship. Well, people, what did you think of that Donegal or Cork accent there? West Cork accent. Very low tone to his voice, that man, right? So he breeds those bulls, right? Frisian bulls. Look at this here. Wow. Okay. Wow. Gorgeous looking cows here. Celtic Fleck View, they're called, right? Look, never seen this breed before in my life. And that's, look, a female, it's a milking cow. Wow. And I'm just reading over there in the wall, it's saying they're the number one dairy breed in Central Europe and number one dual purpose breed in the world and number one dairy cross in the Netherlands and Northern Ireland and number one breed for sustainability, number one dairy breed for bull calf value and number one dairy breed for cull cow value, whatever that means, I don't know, but anyway, there you go, my friends. Wow, they are beautiful looking cow, aren't they? Breed. So they're called a Fleck View. Okay. Here's another breed of a cow that I never heard of in my life. Look, Irish Aubrac, a breed for the future. Wow. You can just, by looking at that bull there, the power of him, you know what I mean? Some specimen. Imagine him now standing up, and if he went to attack you, you wouldn't stand a chance, would you? Look at the power of him. So it's just saying here about this breed, right? Look, why choose Aubracs? Sustainability, top breed for eternal traits, easy calving with vigorous calves, feed the calf, not the cow, easily finished with low meal requirements, excellent kill out and grading, longevity. So they're saying they got low maintenance costs, they are bred to thrive on all ground types. Milky maternal cows, good pelvic width, delivering ease of calving and excellent conformation of calves. Very fertile cows, ideal for part-time farmer who wants to breed export quality calves, but is time poor and needs an easy care cow. Right, people, that's that breed called the Irish Aubric. I think I'm pronouncing that properly. Like, there's a load of sheep in here. The Texel ewes have. Right, so this is a sheep called the Texel ewes, which ewes are female sheep, I think. Right, so they're great mothering ability, clean lambs, meaning less time preparing for selling, high resistance to worms, hardy lambs that can survive and thrive in harsh Irish weather. Hello. How are you doing? How are you? They look gorgeous looking sheep, aren't they? Look at the size of this ram. This is be the male sheep. It's called a ram, right? It's a Suffolk ram. Look. Hello. Hello.
Gorgeous.
Hello. It's okay. It's a lovely looking ram, isn't it? It's a Suffolk ram. Very good. And here's some pedigree ewes, they're called. Look. See there, look.
No, just sell off the jackets. Oh yeah, the tops.
Like, it's not, I keep saying in videos, it's not people for everything, my friends, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? People who deal with farmers and stuff that are sheep breeders, right? And like, look here. So this is the Suffolk Sheep Society, South of Ireland branch. And it says top Irish genetics, largest approved breeding programme in Ireland, over 200 pedigree flocks. What suit technical certificates available? As I say, it's amazing, isn't it? But people, hello, you're a fairly friendly sheep. You're a fairly friendly sheep. Yeah. You're going to say bah. This is a funny looking sheep. It's a funny kind of face, coloured face, right? So it's called, look, the Irish Rogue Sheep Society. A versatile rogue, they're called, right? So Rogue is a versatile modern breed offering great potential with Irish flocks, active and prolific rams, producing lively, easily lambed offspring, suitable for use on ewe lambs, quality lean carcasses, fast growth rate with high kill out. Rogue cross ewes have excellent mothering ability, resulting in higher profits. Yeah, they have a funny looking face, don't you think? Here's one. Here's Texel rams here. Look, these are rams. The daddy boys. Hello. How are you? How are you? They're gorgeous, my friends. They're gorgeous. Oh, look at these. It's a Jacob Sheep Society. Look, this sheep looks like a goat. They're lovely though, look. Wow. They're beautiful, aren't they? Look at the ram here. Hello. Now they're a beautiful looking sheep, aren't they? You're beautiful. Do you know that? You're beautiful, my friend. She is gorgeous. I fancy her myself, my friends. Where's my Wellington boots? Joking, my friends, I'm joking. I'm just looking over here. Look, they're All-Ireland champion, Premier 25 champion, top sale price 5,600. All-Ireland champion 2023 and All-Ireland champ again in 2025. Amazing. Hello. She's gorgeous, isn't she? Yeah. Yeah. God, you're very, very quiet, very, very friendly, aren't you? You're very friendly sheep. Yeah. You having a good day? At the Ploughing Championship? Yeah. Cool. Wow. Look at all the rosettes here that these people won. Look, from first prize, second prize and third prize. Wow. These are called Scotch Blackface. Right, people, so these are the fields here where the ploughing takes place, all different of what you call it. I was going to say competitions or whatever for ploughing, right? And the reason why this show was called the Ploughing Championship is because there was always a Ploughing Championship in Ireland, right? And where all that big machinery is now out there behind me here, the biggest like agricultural machinery show in the whole of Europe, is because originally all the machinery and the livestock years ago, 60s and 70s and that, used to be always held in Dublin City in the RDS, which was the Royal Dublin Society grounds, right? But because, as you can see, all the machinery now is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, bigger combines, bigger tractors, bigger implements that you put on the back of tractors. It just didn't make common sense driving all that machinery through Dublin City, so they incorporated it into the Ploughing Championship. And since they done that, it's a huge, huge event. As I said, it's the biggest agricultural show in the whole of Europe, attracting 300,000 people over 3 days, right? So yeah, so this is where they're all now. I don't know what they're doing here. They're all ploughing. It's different. What would you call them? I'll put up in the yoke here. I'm getting Alzheimer's, people. Ploughing competitions. You know what I mean? And as you can see, they take it very, very serious. Look at them fixing stuff on the ploughs here. Another man there, look, fixing stuff on the plough, look. And then they stop and they're out measuring. You know, so there you go. And this guy here ploughing is from the county that I'm from, County Meath, look. And he's ploughing with a Ford 4610 tractor. There's no such thing as Ford tractors anymore, my friends. I think Ford is incorporated into New Holland. I'm not too sure about that. But it's a lovely little tractor, isn't it? And my favourite colour, blue. Are you bored yet, my friends? There's one of my brothers came down here one year, right? And I met him at the end of the day. And I said to him, well, what do you think? Oh, I was expecting a lot more, expecting a lot more. And I says, what do you mean you're expecting a lot more? So, did you not see all the big modern tractors and the combines and the livestock and the pedigree bulls and sheep and stuff, you know? No, he just didn't. it didn't seem to impress him, you know what I mean? It impresses me, my friends, every time. I never get bored of coming down here, my friends, never. The little tractor people just here is a New Holland, right? I've never seen one of that kind of a New Holland in my entire life. So I don't know what year it's from, maybe it's on the back of the tractor. But that's representing County Tipperary in the ploughing, right? This one here. So yeah, as you can see there, people, they take it seriously. That's unbelievable, you know what I mean? This is what I love about the different interests of people that people have, you know what I mean? That's what I'm mad about. I think it's great to have an interest in something, you know what I mean? So actually, I'm here now beside the back of this tractor, and it's saying it's a 98, look, 1998. It's just crazy how seriously they take it. I wouldn't have a clue. I just hop into that tractor and just plough like F-U-Z-K. I wouldn't know what to be looking for. But obviously the judges here, they do. And there's always a winner, my friends. There's always a winner. Oh, I love this. Here's another place in here with small but more vintage type tractors ploughing in here. I love all this, my friends. Look at the muck. You can't beat just good old Irish farm muck, so you can't. Amazing, my friends. People, this man here, he's from Kerry, right? And the tractor he has is an old vintage, it's called a Fordson tractor, right? And look, he stopped there now, right? I'm just watching them all. How seriously they take it. They go, he'll hop on the tractor now, and he'll drive about 2 or 3 feet and he'll stop again. And then they're back out and they're checking the plough, and so I don't know what they're looking for. You see this here, look. Now watch this now. Okay, he's going along grand here at the minute. Right, he's still going and he's still going. Now he stopped again. This is amazing, isn't it? I wouldn't have the patience. I'd love to plough. I just go hop on one of them tractors there and just plough like F-U-C-K, my friends. I'd probably come last, but yeah, they take it so seriously. It's great though, isn't it? And these old tractors are just great to see compared to the big modern yokes. Yeah, I just love looking at all this. Love it. Stay tuned, my friends, if you want to stay tuned. And if you don't want to stay tuned on your board, well then buzz off, my friends. Buzz off, okay? Right, people, I'm just reading here. Remember I was saying about all the ploughing, right? So there's different kinds of classes, right? I'll just read them off here if anybody that's interested. So there's a senior conventional plough class, a senior reversible plough class, a farmette conventional plough class, a novice conventional senior, intermediate and junior plough classes, senior horse plough class, vintage 240 mounted plough class, a vintage single furrow mounted plough class, a vintage single furrow pedestrian tractor class, and log digging. So that's all the different classes of ploughing people that there is here at the Ploughing Championship. for anybody who wants to know, okay? Stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. Now people, I know absolutely nothing about ploughing, right? But I'm just looking at this one here, 37 is the mark here. And it's a guy here in a John Deere tractor. I don't know if the GoPro can pick this up, but just look at the plough and at where he's come down there and how straight it is, and how each kind of row of plough is kind of, it's just like, it's perfect. To me now that is absolutely perfect. To me that man is the winner, this guy here. Okay? Stay tuned, my friends, I'm an expert now in ploughing, all of a sudden. Well people, just having a break here in the field here where they're doing the ploughing, right? I'm able to show you this, look. See this little small tray of chips? €5 for that small tray of chips. And they're looking for €9 for a quarter pounder. And it's a minute looking burger to me. When you come inside these places, if you don't bring sandwiches with you, you're going to be ripped off, right? But anyway, yeah, €5 for this mingy little tray of chips, my friends. So there you go. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, my friends, okay?
I don't know. I don't know what.
You see people, these machines here, right? They're like, okay, there's big heist ones, but teleporters, right? And farm teleporters. They're after selling over 6,000 of them in Ireland so far this year, in 2025, right? Amazing machines, aren't they? Look. So they can lift up to mad heights, you know what I mean? Crazy stuff. Look at this big slurry tanker, people, look. That's what I'm saying, look at the size of these machines they have now on farms. Look, 3 big wheels on it, huge yoke. That would hold thousands of litres, that there, for spreading slurry in fields and stuff. Amazing technology they have on the farms nowadays, my friends. Look at that. Yeah, it's amazing now, like, so when these machines go into the field now, see these here, look, all the slurry comes down these pipes, and you see there, look, that kind of goes into the ground, and the slurry actually goes into the ground, into the field, if you know what I mean, instead of just being splashed off the back of them like they used to be and just splashed across the field. They kind of cut a groove in the field, if you know what I mean, and the slurry goes into this kind of, into the groove. Yeah, it's mad stuff. And there's Abbey feeders, those big yokes there, trailers there. They're for feeding. You put big, like, say, like inside them is like a big mixer, right? So they put silage into it, and then they put, say, maize or barley or special feed, and they mix it all inside these special trailers, right? Then they bring it in then in the winter time. Look, show you here, look, see this, look. So they're just like a home mixer, you know, you have in your kitchen. These things spin around and mixes up the silage, mix up the maize and whatever other stuff you want to put in with the silage, you know what I mean, for to feed the cattle. And then what happens is then, I don't know if it's here, maybe it's the far side, right? And there's a chute in it, so he just drives into the shed and all of the silage and the feed comes out in a long line, and the cows just eat away at it. Amazing, isn't it? People, they think of everything down here to Plowing. Look, this is All Ireland welly throwing competition. Look.
Oh, she went for a left on the stopper now. I'll catch it. Now she's winding up with a little last minute coaching. Oh, a fine effort. There she is. She beats her first and second attempt by a good 5 or 6 foot. Well done. Fantastic stuff. Look like out there swinging hurls. I wonder if we're going to try and swing a welly in here.
When they think of anything, my friends, a welly throwing competition. Very good, very good. Right, let's go and look at some machinery, people. Okay? I'm mad into machinery. So I am. Look at these people, mini diggers, track machines. I just love to get my hands on one of these and work it all day long. I think they're so cool. Look at this. I can't pronounce the name. I don't know whether that's Korean or Japanese. Wow. There's another smaller teleporter there, look. See, they got the extended arm of them. So between them all, I'd say farming, teleporters and maybe the building industry, over 6,000 of them sold this year, my friends, so far. Amazing. I'd love a go on one of them machines, my friends, I'd love a go. See in there, look at the lovely seat. Oh. How's it going? That's the lads there, like. Love a go on one of them. See the boys there, look. Look at these lawnmowers. Raptor they're called. See these machines here, people, look. These are called straw choppers, right? So you put your bale of straw in there, it's obviously attached to a tractor, and you drive into the shed, and look at this thing here. You can adjust this from inside in the cab, this moves, and you don't have to physically go into the shed with your hand and a fork and spread the straw. This machine does it for you. You see, it's just amazing technology. What are they called? Tomahawk. Look at these little tractors here, they're called Iseki or something. Small little ones here, look. That's a lovely little tractor. It's only 26 horsepower, look, 26 horsepower stage 5 engine. A HST transmission with auto rev. So people, this is just one of the eating areas here at the Ploughing Championship, right? Look, if you look around, look at all the stalls here, look. Chicken coop, all bar chicken. There's a Heineken bar, the Old Harbour bar. Coffee and baked goods available. Eddie Max, the hot potato. You've got smoking cows, look. Just goes on and on and on down there, people, look. And then there's another big park on the other side of it. And there's another one up on this side. So there's so much places to get food. But they'll rob you. They really would, my friends. There's one there called the hot potato, it looks good.
What? Hey, can you say hello to the camera?
How's it going? Not too bad. I said, join yourselves, lads. Yes.
Oh, so we can't be in.
Yeah. Well, people, just after getting this cup of tea, right, a Yorkie bar and a small little caramel type biscuit for €9.50. So I don't know what you think of that, my friends. You know something? If you live in Ireland, people, and you want to make some money, open a coffee shop. There's loads of coffee shops here, people. You want to see the crowds at them. But you know Costa Coffee? I only heard there recently that in England, Costa Coffee is not doing well, and yeah, they can't get in the door in some of the places here in Ireland in Costa Coffee. So yeah, so invest in coffee, my friends. This is tea here though. Here's a stall here, an exhibit stall here called Soulmate Insoles Limited, and it's stating that, did you know, look, that 80% of back, hip and knee pain starts in your feet. Now, is that true, my friends? I'd say it is, because I suffer from my back. God's gas there now. If my sister, Mary, she's here at the Ploughing Championship, right? She's ringing me, and my brother is here with my two nephews, right? And we're trying to meet up, and we haven't met up yet, right? But she is mad into cows, and if she comes in here, she'd definitely, see that picture there, she'd buy that for definite. So I must tell her. It's a super cool picture, look. Amazing, my friends. Maybe it's a print, but it's brilliant. You definitely get your sugar fixed there, people. Confectionery. This, people, is a great stall here, look. It's saying, look, drug-related intimidation and violence can happen to anyone, right? So look, it's just telling you all of the effects of all these drugs, from alcohol to cocaine to ketamine to marijuana, right? To heroin, to ecstasy, to steroids. So these are the people that you want to be listening to. You know, the experts, because the people who take drugs, they'll always have an excuse for you. You know what I mean? Look, marijuana, what it does to the brain, addiction and withdrawal, lack of motivation, personality and mood changes, reduced ability to learn and remember. You know what I mean? Yeah. Never touch drugs, people. You don't need them. Said Don's Travels and Rants, right? The moral policeman. Right, people, there you go. Do you want to smile bright for 20 euros, yes? They'd sell sand to the Arabs, wouldn't they? They certainly would, my friends. Look, this is the Grassman stand here. Grassman people, if you don't know what Grassman is, they have a huge YouTube channel. It's a farming channel, right? Huge. Look at this big 7R. I'd say this is 350 horsepower John Deere tractor. Look at this.
Seeing everything going off the yard and seeing everybody happy in the way. And on a nice sunny day like it is today, with the breeze and everything, it's brilliant.
Massive, isn't it? Right, people, you see this big marquee here, look. This is O'Neill's, you know O'Neill Sports, right? And every single year, look at, see the queue going into it. And all they're selling is different jerseys from different counties, Gaelic football and stuff, and jerseys, runners, you know, hurleys, basically a lot of stuff to do with Gaelic football, I think, in Ireland. And look at the queue. Every year it's the same. They make a fortune here every year on the 3 days. O'Neill's, my friends. Look at the queues to go into it. My God. The whiskey donkeys. Look at this. Must be some band. Yeah, it is a band, look. Bad stuff, my friends. Here's the fashion show over here, people. Let's go and have a look at the fashion show, see what's happening in the fashion world.
It's 200, yeah, it's an aviator jacket, which is just beautiful. Anyway, you're looking at your flight.
There you go, people. She's modelling an aviator jacket in there. So there's a fashion show be down at the Ploughing Championship, my friends. Ah, Elvery Sports. What's this here? Welcome to the Irish Country Women's Association. Oh, look at, I think this is where they do the, I don't know, the homemade brown bread competition, I think. Maybe I'm wrong on that, man. Just looking at that, people, there, it's beautiful. Look, it's amazing what people make. Look, there's a butterfly and it's done out of little buttons. Isn't it fantastic? Look, see the angel there, look, and the butterfly, and it's made out of little coloured buttons. Some people are just brilliant, aren't they? Like, fantastic. Hello, you're so great, people. Right, people, let's go in here to the brown bread homemade brown bread competition. My sister, the girl that's down here now with me, she makes me brown bread every single week, a big cake of brown bread every week. She should have entered here because the first prize is €5,000. So this is the brown bread competition, people. Just looking at the brown bread in the ovens here, look. See that? Amazing, people. €5,000 to the winner. Here you go, people, look. These people, Verticrete, licensed producer. A precast concrete wall, look, so you can just buy big sections walls, look. See them here, look. See this? And obviously, one plank's on top of the other like a Lego set. Right, look at this machine. A Kima, never heard of it in my life, my friends. Wow, I have to go in here. Oh ho. See, this also, people will be classified as a teleporter, right? As I said, there's over 6,000 teleporters sold so far in Ireland this year. Oh, look at this, people, look at this. Oh my God. Look at the steering wheel in it. The controls. Amazing, isn't it? I love all machinery stuff, I have to say. As you can tell, my friends. Oh yeah. If I won the lottery now, I'd be broke within a week, because I'd go out and I'd buy a field, and I'd buy an excavator, you know, the diggers that dig, buy stuff like this. I'd buy loads of stuff that I don't need and just spin around the field all day, every day until I get bored, digging holes and moving clay from one end of the field to the other. Oh yeah. Oh, this is super cool. Right, let's have a look at some other machinery, my friends, okay? So here's Bobcat, my friends. So they're branching into teleporters here as well, look. Wow. Look at inside that cab, people. Look, a grab, a digger. As I was saying to you, I'd just love to buy one of them if I had the money. Jeez, I didn't know that Bobcat started to do tractors. Look, here's a tractor with a cab. This tractor can be yours for 123 ex VAT per week. Look, and it's 32,000 euros ex VAT for this tractor here. Right, amazing. Well, go across here to the Komatsu diggers, my friends. I'm in digger heaven here. Oh yes, my friends, look at these. Look at this one. Yeah, Komatsu PC138 US, look. Oh yeah. Look at the size of this machine, my friends. Holy shit. Look at the fork in the front of it. My God. That's unbelievable, isn't it? Look at the size of it. That would lift a whole trailer of silage in one go, I'd say. Amazing. As you can see, people, the company that makes these trailers here is called Strong. I can tell you for nothing, they are strong. But look at the size of that. You need a big, powerful tractor to pull these, you know what I mean? And they have them, my friends, they have them. Look at the wheels and the back. Look, the back axle here turns, can twist. A three axle trailer. That would hold some amount of silage in that there, my friends. If you're a silage farmer. And people, see this machine here, this contraption here. You know what this is? This is actually a trailer to pick up round bales in a field, right? What happens is, look, remember that the tractor is attached to the trailer here, right? And then you connect up all these here, right? And so when you go into the field, on the road, it's like this, right? It's up like that. And when it goes into the field, then you drop down these here. And they just roll. It just comes into the round bales until, I don't know how many that'll fit there. Then up it goes. Same that side. And then when you're finished, I think it holds maybe, hold on a minute, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it holds 4 bales. I thought it'd 6, but anyway, maybe it's 4 each side. So that's 8 big round bales. That's without the farmer having to get out of the tractor to physically touch any of the bales. So you couldn't anyway, the big round bales, very, very heavy. But yeah, so this trailer is specially designed to go into a field to pick up round bales. Isn't that amazing, isn't it, the technology they have now? So as you can see, there's millions of euros worth of machinery down here, my friends. Look at this bulldozer. Shantui. Wow. You know something, people? I don't see too many other big tractor brands down here at the Ploughing Championship much anymore. Like this is a New Holland one here. So this is a big one, the T6 180 horsepower. Then you have the T7. This is T7. So that's, yeah, that's saying that's 225 horsepower for this tractor. Look at the size of it. Amazing, look. And there's big ones over here as well. Another T7, 200 and that one there is 230. Look at this. This is a T7, 300 horsepower, people, for this tractor here. Look at it. Imagine how much one of these would cost. I'd say over $250,000. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just guessing it'd be $250,000. Yeah. Look at this, people. It's demonstrating how it does the cows. Look, that's supposed to be the cow's teats, right? Look at them washing the cow's teats. You see with the brushes on it. Now look at this. Look at this now. Look. Now, isn't that amazing, isn't it? And even if the cow was in there and it was slightly moving, right? That machine, obviously, the sensors on it, and it'll still find the cow's teeth, you know what I mean? Truly amazing, my friends, truly amazing. Now, people, here's some Veltra tractors. I think these are either Swedish or Finnish, these tractors here. And they're making them lovely looking now. The first model that I seen, it would be a good tractor, but I didn't like the design of it. This one here is 215 horsepower. And this one is 230 horsepower, look. Aren't they mad, aren't they? The size of them. Look at even the top link. Look at that. The big powerful yokes now. Look at this, my friends. Hello there, my friends. I'm in tractor heaven here. Like these machines now are just, they're out of this world, aren't they, these tractors? The comfort that the farmer has, or the drivers that you know, the employees of the They're working the farms now. It's amazing comfort they have in these tractors, and the work they can do, my God, crazy. Right people, see this little small paper latte here, right? And this Kit Kat, right? That's after costing here €9.50. So what do you think of that? Do you think that's outrageous, or do you think it's okay? I don't know what you think. But yeah, most of the stalls down here, people, they'd rob their grannies. They really would. Now, I'm sure they have to pay big money to have a stall here, but they're making a fortune, you know what I mean? There's one part over there, and they're charging €6 for a tray of chips. And like the tray of chips, you seen the one I got there earlier on, it's so small. But anyway people, I think I'm going to sign off now because the battery is running down, and I'm after having a great day. I love coming here every year to the Ploughing Championship, looking at all the machinery and stuff, but it's so big and so vast and you can't get to see everything, you know what I mean? So I hope you enjoyed the little trip to the Ploughing Championship in Screggan in County Offaly in Ireland, in the Midlands of Ireland, people. I hope you enjoyed it, because I certainly did. And nothing left to say but if you like the video, please press the like, and if you're new to the channel, please press subscribe. And as usual, my friends, I've absolutely no idea of where my next video is going to come from, but it's going to come from somewhere. So stay tuned, my friends, and keep safe. Always keep safe. Cheers. Let me try this latte. Yeah, it's actually nice, people. Take care, my friends. Till next Sunday. Bye.